Boni! Oi, bom dia!
It was a very busy May. We had bench prototype, we had Stella's parents visiting.
Daniel went to Rome. I went with my parents to Porto. We went to Gerês hiking. I went with my parents to Arouca bridge, which is the longest suspension bridge for pedestrians in the world. We saw a comet flying very close to our tiny house. It was impressive. We're preparing the land for the visit of your family. May started slow, green, gray. One evening, the carpenter just showed up. And we hired him like in April, I think you called, to ask for 2 benches. It's August now, we still don't have the benches, but
it's not his fault, to be fair. The blacksmith, at this point, he's just ignoring. So the idea was to make this nice bench, as you see in the prototype, where it's kind of large. It's not a regular bench, just way larger. Something like similar that we tried at the coast of Portugal. We went all the way up. We were just touristing a bit, and there was like this church area we had some friends with, and it had this amazing, super large bench. And I wanted to have at least 2 of these guys now in the land. One next to the river and another one all the way up the hill. Got all the projects, talked with my cousin. The carpenter came here to help us to prototype, to see how it would work, and we got everything settled. But yeah, apparently the blacksmith's kind of busy with us.
It's a problem you have often here. There are not enough people.
They're super busy.
Yeah, they're super busy. Like I said, nature was really beautiful. Our little trees, they were on blossom. The orange tree the second one got in blossoms. The lemon tree, I think, as well. And the peaches were growing. I was very proud talking to them every day, how great they're doing. And the orange blossom.
Orange blossoms smells good.
True. We also did a lot of walks. Another thing, people let their sheep out. So it can happen that you just see some sheep and they're like eating grass next to the street. And then one day we were walking and then this one sheep got interested in us and it started to follow us. And I think Daniel was more scared of the sheep than the sheep was scared of us. It wasn't scared at all.
Yeah, she was just really curious. The thing is, Bonnie was next to me. I think the sheep was more interested in Bonnie to smell, but I don't know. I don't know these animals. And Bonnie was like, Bonnie didn't care at all. She just kept on walking. Not really interested.
Yeah, and before my parents came, Daniel left to Rome, and it's actually difficult to live here because it's nothing around. The next airport is either in Vigo or in Porto. I think this time you ordered a cab, but the cab cannot come to the tiny house because of the way. I needed to get up with Daniel around early in the morning, drive him to the street. Woke up at 5 a.m. so that Daniel Senior can go to Rome. We ordered a taxi to the end of our land, and yeah, we hope that the cab guy is waiting outside, brings Daniel to Porto, and then good flight.
I could have walked, but it was raining a lot. So it's roughly, I don't know, 500, 600 meters from here all the way to the asphalt. Yeah, when it was like raining like this, you need to have like this big 4x4 car, otherwise taxi driver car was just a super, would never work.
Yeah, but yeah, it was an early day for me. And then I had, I think, one day off just for myself. It was great. I was chilling alone at the river, enjoying time with Bonnie. When Daniel's not around, she's focusing way more on me. So it's a different experience for me because I get a feeling how it is for Daniel spending time with Bonnie because she's always looking at me, answering directly. It was nice. It was fun. And then a day later, my parents came and it was the first time that they saw the land. It was my mom, my stepdad, and they enjoyed it a lot. I mean, my stepdad saw it before picking up my mom from the airport. But them together, my mom was in love with the land. She was jumping in the river the whole time. She doesn't freeze, I don't know. For me, after 2 minutes, I'm done. But she was spending the whole day there. And my stepdad was just sitting on his chair next to the river, looking at the river, being super happy. And it was great to see them like that. And it made me so happy that they enjoyed the land as well. Yeah. And another highlight was my stepdad has a drone. And then he was flying around, taking beautiful shots of our land. It was so cool to see the land from above. It's a nice thing. And Bonnie hated it. She hates the drone so much. She gets so excited. She's like attacking it, jumping around, being angry, running around, following the drone. It was also very entertaining. Yeah, we spent 2 days here. We didn't have a tent yet, so my mom was sleeping with me, my stepdad on the sofa, but it worked out.
Somehow, I don't know how he fit. He's kind of a big guy. And Our couch, not the largest stuff, but
No, but it was all good. We only had camping chairs and camping table, but it was still a very nice experience. And the next time they will come, it will be way better. So it's nice for them to see the change as well.
true.
We were walking a lot around the neighborhood. I showed them everything. They love it. My mom thinks this area is the next hotspot. We're lucky that we got the property.
I hope it's not a hotspot. It's chill and quiet as it is.
Yeah, but it was fun. Yeah, the next day we were going to Porto where we met Daniel. And yeah, just touristing. We took them to our favorite restaurant, which is Adega São Nicolai.
Yeah, this restaurant, amazing. You're in Porto, just go there. It's really tasty. The shrimp garlic and the octopus rice.
Yeah,
It's so good.
this in combination is the best.
Love
And
it.
yeah, they're always open, but Sunday. So when you're Monday to Saturday, try to go there. You need to wait a bit because it's busy, and I think it's on a lot of travel guides, but it's definitely worth it.
It's
We
also
love
not
it.
cheap, it's expensive place.
But
But it's
it's good.
great. It's great. you know.
First time we went to Porto, we went there, and then we went there every day because we liked it so much. And yeah,
It's so
now whenever we go to Porto, we pay them a visit, and
good. Yeah,
like
so
now they also recognize us.
because we're always like, there's always foreigners there, but we always come with Bonnie and all these people. They always guess. I don't know. It's always like a mini group of people. People are like just amazing.
After Porto, then we wanted to go to Gerês. Then went directly because he needed to work. I did a detour to Arouca with my family. Arouca 516 is the longest pedestrian suspension bridge in the world. And it's quite impressive actually, and it's nice. If you're in Porto and you want to do like some hiking, it's a nice experience. I think the entrance was like €12, something like this. But be aware, on the tickets, they give you a location to park. And from the parking spot to the entrance of the bridge, it's a 40-minute hike. We didn't know, we were late and we were running up. And my parents and me, we were all destroyed just before the tour started. It was a bit bad time management. But yeah, it's nice. You arrive there. There were a lot of boats running around, people waiting before it's starting. And then we got a small tour. They were telling us a lot about this project and why they did it and the river. Please don't ask me, I forget everything, but it was interesting and amazing. What is also nice, around in this area, they have a lot of like wooden ways and you can walk for hours next to the river. It's very well done, a very nice experience. But keep in mind, they tell you until which part you should walk because there are cabs who collect you and bring you back to the parking spot. Yeah, and then we went to Gerês, where we met you.
I was just working there.
How was the weather? Tell me about that.
Weather was not the greatest. Food was amazing. Food was amazing. It was cheap, was a lot, and was tasty. It's perfect. I stayed working while you guys were hiking in the rain. Bonnie stayed with me because we figured out like a day later or 2 days later that she had like some sort of infection in her armpit stuff. It's really not nice. It's not looking good.
Yeah, the vet thought that there's like a piece of plant stuck in.
Yeah, this foxtail. It was nothing really serious. We removed, cleaned it up afterwards, and she was all good.
Not a good experience. But Gerês is the place where we fell in love with Portugal. It's the national park and it's beautiful. I mean, now the weather was not great, but normally it's green. You have rivers everywhere, crystal clear water. I took my parents to the spots, like also to our spot where we like to go and just chill on the stones and swim. Obviously we couldn't do because the weather was too bad, but it was still nice to show them. We were hiking a lot, went through waterfalls. We went also to the Cascadas to Tahiti, and it's a waterfall, and there my stepdad took this drone again and also took some nice shots. Yeah, it was fun, it was nice. And what's also cute about Gerês, there are cows running around everywhere. So you need to drive carefully. It's a lot of like curves and cows popping up. Yeah, and after Gerês, we brought my mom to the airport and then we picked up another friend.
She stayed for a longer weekend with us, just doing the same barbecue, chilling, and yeah, enjoying nature here.
What else? What happened?
My mom.
No,
No?
the comet.
Ah, true. Oh, that was crazy because we were, I don't know, it was quite late already in the evening. We had a few bottles of wine down and, you know, you're just sitting in the corner at the window and just chatting about whatever, nothing important. But then we had like this big, crazy greenish flash in the background from us. When we looked back, it was like some comet, like super. It was so fast. Everything was so fast, but it was massive. You know, we're like, oh god, it's the end of the world now. I don't know what's happening. We went straight to Google to try to find out. We didn't find anything at the moment, but in the day after, you can see that it was all over the place, like worldwide. This comet was showing up here in Portugal, and people got like some crazy, amazing shots from it. It's so nice, and it's so different. The color was green lantern superhero type of green type. It was crazy. It was super nice.
Yeah. I was so puzzled, like the whole tiny house was green, just illuminated by the comet.
Yeah, because also here there's no light at all, right?
Yeah.
So the only source of light was this green comet stuff. It was crazy. I wish it would be recording or something.
Yeah, it would have been too good.
Yeah, it would be too good.
But other people were more lucky.
Yeah, some updates on the construction side. We were, I think, finishing to break all of the stones, like the stones we used for the stones that were in the middle of the living room, basically, in the house. And we started the construction of this new tiny house base. You can see the guys were piling up to make up the wall, and then yeah, it was the beginning of everything. It was very, very, very busy month.
But it was also great because we saw a lot of progress.
Yeah, always feels good.
And just when you see the machines and hear people working, it's like, yes, something will happen.
Yeah, it's good because it gives you a little bit more push that the things are moving forward. Sometimes I think like this week or the past 2 weeks here, it was a bit slow, and then you're like, okay, because the land, even though we love it the way it is, there's still so much to do. We want to polish, we want to get the plants out, and then when nothing happens, you're a bit like frustrated, and also we're super incompetent, and I mean, we still need to work, and we're really bad with this type of work, right? So we spend a lot of time, the results are horrible, and it doesn't really do what we want. So yeah,
we're depending on other people
all the time, but it's okay. Other than the constructions, we still had to prepare the tent for my mom, my aunt, and my cousin. What we needed to do, we had to clean up the area, remove all of the stones, so it's a easy, nice, flat, walkable area. We had to flatten the area for the tent, so we put the tent in place. So we put some earth, we flattened it, removed all of the stones, or most of the stones we could do, and then we built the tent. It was a bit of work, but it was okay. We had our first sleep night test.
First night. Oh, I have the horror movie eyes. It was horrible.
Yeah, it was horrible. We did a horrible job at leveling the tent. So what happened is we would sleep, but then your head would be a little bit down, and then the blood goes to your head. It doesn't really work like this. So we had to rethink something. So first ditch the
air mattress.
The air mattress.
It was also cold with the air mattress. That's another thing I didn't like.
And we had to go to IKEA to do some basic tent shopping.
We had IKEA.
Yeah, spending more money and buying some things that needs to be done.
Good mood.
Not buy some nice
carpets.
First
we tried to buy everything around us in our area before going to IKEA.
Yeah, and we bought a lot.
We got a lot of carpets, spent a lot of money, got some nice share, but it was not enough. Yeah, and then after discovering the air mattress didn't work, we decided to go to IKEA to buy a proper bed and some other things.
A proper bed, mattress and everything. So we could level at least the hard bed frame. Once we got the bed and everything, was just fine. I think the last part of the preparation for my family was to clean up the Jeep, also go to the mechanic, try to fix the AC, which they did for some time. Now it's broken again, so that's some leaking old car. We also bought some vase with plants and stuff to make some nice decoration around here. Other than that, I think it was just nature, walking around.
Yeah, being in love with the vineyards here.
Yeah,
that's my favorite thing. It was so beautiful. Also, the green was still very fresh. There were nice yellow flowers everywhere and bees flying around. I don't know. Nature woke up fully on May.
Yeah, it was great.
I think we said the same about April. That the nature was great, but every month is nice. And these 2 months, spring, beginning of summer, amazing.
And they look different. The nature here looks different. There's just new plants. It's like in a month and a half, there's some yellow plants, right? So when I came back from Rome, there was so many of these yellow flowers everywhere, super cute.
Yeah.
And then they died, and then there's other plants coming, and there's some rotation even between the seasons, so it looks good and different every time. It's really cool. What else?
I think the last memory of May was us sitting upstairs where we wanted to put the bench because we are test sitting the area, how we like it. And it's nice because you see the sun for a longer time because we're a bit higher, and it was still fishing season. And we were sitting in our chairs, just chilling, and then Bonnie started to get nervous and she saw a fisherman. And yeah, Bonnie, she starts barking and growling, but she's too scared to get even close. So she tried to animate Daniel to go down to like bark at the guy.
Yeah, I don't know what she wants.
Yeah, but she was way too scared.
Yeah, at least the beginning that she's noticing stuff and she makes some noise, but you know, she's very shy about it. She makes the noise, look at them, but like, I'm not really going down there. Maybe once we get a guard dog, a proper one, things will change. And I think that's it for May. And talking about dogs, yeah, the next video, it's a very cute one. So we got Bonnie and her boyfriend did some things, and now we have some puppies. Yeah, next video. Adios.